It came through at 2:13 a.m. The audio message was crackling, not just from the bad reception, but from a certainty that chilled me to the bone. "I'm not limiting myself when you're not here," my wife's voice said. It was calm, almost bored. I deserve to live too. I was sitting on a cot in a dimly lit barracks, halfway across the world. My boots were still on, sand from the desert ground into every single seam of my uniform. For a long, silent moment, I was sure it had to be a mistake. A late-night drunk message, maybe a cruel joke from a friend who'd gotten her phone. But then, her voice came again, softer this time, like a confession she had practiced over and over. "I didn't mean for you to hear it like this." I hit replay. Then I played it again and again. Each time, the words landed cleaner, sharper, cutting deeper than the last. I never replied. What do you even say to someone who has already moved on while you still counting the days by sunrises and morning roll calls? To her, back home, I had become just a voice on a screen. A problem of time zones, a frustrating delay in a conversation. While I was learning how to sleep through the sudden blare of alarms and the constant noise of the barracks, she was learning how to sleep without me. The weeks that followed were quiet. Way too quiet. Her messages shifted, becoming purely practical. "Did you pay the electric bill? There's a package for you. What do you want to do about the car?" There was nothing about us. The word marriage completely disappeared from her vocabulary. When I finally rotated back home, the house felt staged, like one of those model homes where everything is in its place, but all the warmth has been sucked out. My pictures were gone from the shelves and the walls. A drawer in the nightstand was completely empty. My side of the closet was reduced to just a few lonely hangers spaced far apart like a forgotten afterthought. She stood in the kitchen, arms folded across her chest, her eyes tired but completely resolved. "I didn't cheat because you were gone," she said, her voice steady. "I cheated because I was lonely." I just nodded. I understood loneliness. It was a constant companion out there. But betrayal? That was a new lesson. There were no screaming matches. No dishes were thrown against the wall. There was just the slow, awful, quiet sound of something important ending without any ceremony. The divorce process took months. And that entire time, the audio message lived in my phone. It was a reminder I no longer needed, but for some reason I just couldn't bring myself to delete it. Not out of anger, but for the raw, unfiltered truth it held. After everything was final, I moved into a small apartment near the base. I painted the walls myself, a fresh start. I even bought a plant and, surprisingly, managed to keep it alive. Slowly, I learned how to be still again, how to find peace in the quiet. Then one night, months later, my phone rang. It was her. "I didn't think it would hurt you like that," she said, her voice filled with a strange kind of regret. I looked out my window at the quiet street. Watching the world do what it always does, move forward relentlessly. "It didn't hurt because I was gone," I replied, the words coming easily. "It hurt because I came back." After that call, I finally deleted the audio file. Not because it stopped mattering, but because its lesson was complete. It had taught me what I needed to know. Love doesn't just hit pause when one person leaves to serve their country. And loyalty isn't a piece of luggage you can just set down when it gets too heavy to carry. I kept serving. I just wasn't serving her anymore. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone and that moving forward is possible. Please consider subscribing for more stories.